So today we're going to talk about the GoAnywhere Gateway. Gateway is a separately licensed module from the Managed File Transfer System. And one of the big selling points or benefits of the Gateway is the reverse proxy functionality. So with the Gateway, when an end user wants to log into the GoAnywhere system, they initiate a connection into a listener here on the Gateway device. GoAnywhere maintains an outbound control channel that monitors for the user traffic. When we detect a login attempt, we go ahead and open up a separate outbound data channel. We tie into the user login attempt. We go ahead and validate their credentials. And if everything is copacetic, we have an end-to-end connection here that allows the file transfer to take place. The big benefit from a security perspective is that the firewall connectivity on the back end firewall here is all outbound only. There is no inbound ports that need to be opened between the Gateway and the MFT service. So that's the Gateway at a high level. To go ahead and talk to the Gateway configuration, the Gateway does not have its own interface, so the Gateway is managed through the GoAnywhere admin console here, through services, through the Gateway manager, and I'm going to show you configuration here on my Gateway as an example. So the controller address, this is the IP address for the server that the Gateway is installed on. Then the controller port, this is the port that the Gateway is listening for that control channel from the MFT system that I mentioned a few moments ago. The shared secret, the SSL enable, the SSL context protocol, these are all ways of adding security onto the connection from the GoAnywhere managed file transfer system to the Gateway. And then minimum number of threads, maximum number of threads, thread keep alive time. These are timing settings as far as the connections between the Gateway and the MFT system. Once you've got the initial Gateway configured, we're going to go ahead and establish the listeners here. So the listeners are going to be determined in part by what services you go ahead and activate through the service manager. You have to have an active service running before you can attach a gateway to it. So once you have the services that you're going to make available started, HTTPS, SFTP are without question the two most common. Once you have the services started up, you come back over here to the Gateway. And then you go ahead and configure your Gateway listeners. So we again specify the from address. This is the IP address for the Gateway. The from port is the listener port that the Gateway is listening on for external traffic from the public internet. The to address is the MFT server IP address. In my case, they're the same because I'm running both components on my laptop, but generally speaking, they will be different. The link to listener is a relatively new feature. The link to listener puts some intelligence on the connection between the external HTTPS service and the internal GoAnywhere MFT HTTPS service. And then the load balancer rule goes ahead and establishes how we're going to load balance in the event that we have multiple MFT systems running here on the back end. Once your gateway is configured, once your gateway is started, then the way you can test it is to come in through either the web client, such as this one I have configured here, and go ahead and attempt to log in, or you can test it using an SCP or SFTP service, such as WinSCP or FileZilla. And we're going to go ahead and stop there because I'm coming up on time, and my login attempt, we're going to try this one more time. So you can see from the login attempt, this is the view you're going to see initially, but if you get this far, you know that the gateway listener is configured properly, and we are connecting back to the HTTPS service. So thank you very much for your time. I hope this was useful.